And you can see when I walk with it, I'll put some of that video in so you can see if it's stabilized or not. But this is an open field. This is pretty amazing. Don't have to worry about getting flooded here. Not at all. That's something else. If you're curious, my pack's about, I think I weighed it in almost 35 pounds with food and water. That's what it came to, maybe 36. Not bad. I don't really feel it, so. Yeah, I think I'm going to set up here. I like this. Nice flat ground. No bugs. At least nobody's attacking me yet. She's warm. She's like 65 Fahrenheit. So let's set up the tent here and see how that goes. Ooh, that was a workout. I had to change my clothes. I was soaking wet. Well, not bad. As you can see, nice flat ground. Slowly getting the tent done. We've got this held together with 2 stakes. I don't think we're gonna need any more of that. I really don't. She's warm. Whew. Gotta love Tennessee weather. You guys are probably cold. We're down here pushing 70s right now. No bugs, thank God, no bugs. Been, see if I can show you this. I've been gathering some wood, is what we've been doing. Quite a bit. That's just dead stuff. I'm gonna have to cut some of that with my saw, but she's gloomy, really gloomy is what it is. So, tents up, some firewood, not enough, need more. Putting the sleeping bags in, getting everything ready for tonight. It's only 1 or 2 o'clock right now, and we'll be ready to go. All right, I got to get some more camp set up. Cooking mushrooms. Put the mat there. And we're going to steam some broccoli too. Can only cook so much at a time though. Really hard to get a fire going. Wood's really wet. We laid down for about 3 hours, took a nap. It's around 6 o'clock now. Got hungry. Cooked some steaks. Well, I'm all done eating. Had a ribeye steak with some steamed broccoli and sauteed mushrooms. That was good. On an open fire. It was hard to get the fire started. It'd been raining all day before we came in, so everything was wet. It was funny, my kid kept bringing in wood and I was like, it's too wet, what are you doing? He's like, it's all wet. So I had to take him out there and I had to show him how trees lay against other trees and the dry stuff's up in the air. He says, so this is dry? I says, yeah. When we take it off the ground, it's soaking wet. It's not going to be very dry, right? So he learned what the dry wood was. It's not a bad place. Ground's level. I don't know if they cut this grass, if they hay it, or what they do with it. But it's really nice back here. I checked all the grass for ticks. There's no ticks back here. I was looking on top of the grass blades and there ain't nothing. Now, usually when you're inside the forest, you got wolf spiders and everything else, but everything's pretty good. I have a few bugs out, a few mosquitoes. That's why I put my hat on. It covers up the back of my neck. We're currently 6 o'clock at night, so we're going to be dark in another hour or so. I forgot to record. I forgot to grab the camera and record. I was too busy. We laid down for a nap for about 3 hours and then got up and cooked our steaks, and that made us hungry. I guess I'll eat a couple cans of oysters, but mainly we've just been sitting around shooting the shit, me and my son. That's about it. It's so quiet out here. I mean, you don't even hear a car or a person or a plane. You don't hear nothing out here. Nothing at all. Other than birds. I hear a ton of birds. I'm actually camped right between 4 dead trees. If they fell down, they wouldn't hit me. But I'm camped between all of them. We had to go do a water run because we drank all the water. I should have recorded that and I never did. I just forgot. You just get having such a good time that you just don't think about grabbing the camera. So I'll try to remember more tomorrow. So I get some video. You know, these zero chairs that you sit really low in, they only weigh a pound, but oh, they're such a bitch to get out of. Especially when you start to get to be my age. It's nice having a chair, just wish they were a little bit higher and easier on the knees. I keep noticing, I'm 58 now, 59 soon. I keep noticing the older I get, the harder it is to get up. Especially when I get on the ground. My knees are hard. I usually got to grab a hold of something, pull myself up anymore. Last year I used to just bounce right up like a spring. Not anymore. I feel that old age kicking in. Man, oh man. Not bad for a 58-year-old man. Pack felt good. Pack wasn't bad at all. Dog's enjoying herself. I almost thought we forgot her dog food. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to have to feed her my steak. I was worried she'd go hungry. So. So, you're not going to believe what happened. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I used my Swiss Army knife to eat some sausage. And the knife slid off my chest onto the mat straight up. It went through the mat, out the bottom, and literally my mat is flat. Ground's pretty hard. So I thought, okay, no big deal. I'll pull out the what do you call it, the patch kit that comes with Nemo. I've never ever read the instructions. I just pulled it out and started reading them now. And it says I need some special glue I got to buy separately. I actually have the stuff at home. And you apply it and then you wait 24 hours. And I was like, well, what good does that do me now? Maybe some tenacious tape would have helped. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm on the ground. And that's hard on your back. Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you. Now, you can't even go outside. If I go outside, it's extremely humid. Unbelievably humid. When I go out there, I don't know, if you're out there more than 5 minutes, you can start feeling your coat getting wet, soaking wet. Luna, her fur started to get really wet within 5 minutes. I mean, you actually ran to go to the bathroom and you jumped back inside the tent just to keep that moisture off you. And she's dry now. I'm dry now from my body, but you really don't want to be out there until morning comes or until the sun comes up and starts baking off this humidity. It's just unbelievable how wet that is out there. The humidity is something else. And I'm wide awake. And it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, God. I got another 2 hours to go before really the sun comes up. I'm sitting in here bored out of my brains. On hard ground. That's something else. So, lesson learned. Keep a knife away from those mats no matter what. You never know what can happen. It literally just slid off my chest and straight up and down into the mat and out the other side. I was like, no. And I'm just laying there on the mat and you get, and I'm like, no. So, yeah. That was the end of that. I do have the gray mat that I carry on the bottom of my pack. It gives us somewhat relief, but not that great. So, but being in the tent is a must on how much humidity is out there. It's just crazy. I've never seen anything like it. I've been listening to a couple owls yell back and forth at each other, but that's about it. So here we are waiting till morning so my back can feel better. Well, 6 o'clock in the morning, everything's soaking wet. I got no mat to lay on. So I'm sitting here debating, do I pack up and leave? I really don't feel like sleeping on the hard ground tonight because of that stupidity of me shoving my knife through my pad. I don't know. It's about a 2 mile walk out of here. So, or I could just go and get the truck and drive it in. I suppose I could do that too. And then pack up everything. I might do that instead. I think I might just walk out, get the truck, put it in 4-wheel drive and drive it. And then make it a lot easier for packing everything up. But everything was going good until I poked the hole in my pad. That was kind of annoying. But what are you going to do? Live and learn. I definitely need to look into some form of quicker patch kit than 24 hours like they're saying on the instructions. I'm going to have to look at some tenacious tape, I think. But other than that, everything else went really well, except for that. So I don't feel like sleeping on the hard ground. I really don't. So until the next camping trip, I'll catch you guys on the next one.